It's a very, very different feeling inside to move from a place of like self-acceptance and self-love than from a place of shame and self-loathing. It is a seriously gloomy day, but we are off to the park to try and make the most of it. One of the things about not having a smartphone is that I can't navigate in the car very well, so I have to like literally write out instructions. Alfie, there he is. I now don't really listen to music in the car as much because I don't have my smartphone connected to Spotify connected to the car. So I've been listening to the radio lots, which feels incredibly old school. It's actually quite fun. I've been thinking a lot about self-development and how, after my last video, about how I'm giving up on self-development content. So the way I'm thinking about it at the moment is that self-development in and of itself is not a bad thing. It's not that I don't want to grow as a person. It's just that I think there's a really crucial part of the self-development pie, if you can say it like that, missing. A part that is missing that is like a prerequisite to the self-development piece. That is self-acceptance. You like that? You do? Oh, thank you. Because I think when I've been in the past trying to latch on to self-development, it's been from a place of lack and a place of not really having the self-worth or self-acceptance, and thinking that if I grow and if I develop and if I do X, Y, Z, then in some way it will make me feel like I love myself and I accept myself for who I am. Like, I kind of see it in my past as looking at self-development and growth as getting away from who I am. It's like trying to become this whole other person because I hadn't accepted who I was yet. And don't get me wrong, I'm still not there. But that's not something that like someone random on the internet that I don't know can really give me. That's something that I have to go through by myself with a therapist. And I hope the future is that, like, if I ever want to try and work on something and develop and grow in any area in my life, that I will be able to do that from a place of like acceptance of where I am, of not wanting to run away from that place necessarily, just wanting to add to it and tweak it and change it a little bit. It's a very, very different feeling inside to move from a place of like self-acceptance and self-love than from a place of shame and self-loathing. And I personally find it nigh on impossible to go about that process of learning to accept and love where I'm at when I'm also engaging in a lot of content that is telling me to change a million different things about myself. Like, I find it so outrageous that I would spend so long working out who to listen to, because there were so many people to listen to find information these days about how best to live your life, like whether it's about productivity or looks maxing or like how to be the best creative you can be. Well, that was delightfully fresh. I have like 20 minutes before another appointment, so I think I'm just gonna sit in the car with the coffee and read my book, because I bought my book to read in the park, but it was a little on the chilly side. The last thing I want to say in this video about self-development, and it's a little sort of meta, but bear with me. If I'm focused on self-development all the time, and I know why I have been up until this point, I thought there was something wrong with me, I felt different, and I didn't understand why, and now I understand the way my brain works. It feels easier to let go of the desire to constantly be seeking out a solution. But like, one of the big things that I've realized is that when I'm in that process of seeking out how to improve myself, I'm not just like being in the present moment, and so much of my life has just whizzed by without me really thinking about like what I want or how I want to live or how I want to be. It's just like this knee-jerk reaction based on what everyone else is doing and what content I see. There is a reason why the word is self-development, because it's individual to the self. There is only so much development and growing that one person can do in so many directions before that person stops really being present in any of it and just is like chasing lots of different threads. I don't know if that makes sense. It does in my head. Ooh! Oh my god, that was a close one. That would have been very hot. He's always like a statue in the car. He just looks out the back the whole way, wherever we are.